Hi everyone, my name is Valerie Hernandez, and today I will be presenting my prospectus on intergovernmental collaboration between Los Angeles County Development Authority and Union Station Homeless Services, and how it impacts resource sharing and service delivery for homelessness services in Los Angeles County. This presentation will cover chapters 1 through 3 of my dissertation topic. So chapter 1 is an overview and introduction on the context of my study. Homelessness in Los Angeles County remains both complex and persistent despite ongoing efforts from public and nonprofit organizations. It's a critical public health and social issue that continues to impact millions across the United States. And Los Angeles County stands out as one of the most visible and severe cases. Although agencies like Los Angeles County Development Authority and Union Station Homeless Services, they provide essential support. The systems often remain fragmented, leading to gaps and inefficiencies in how services are being delivered. This study will address a key research gap by exploring how caseworkers themselves experience intergovernmental collaboration, especially when it comes to sharing resources and coordinating services. The purpose of the study is to explore the caseworkers' lived experiences of intergovernmental collaboration. The two research questions here on the screen are guided by the qualitative inquiry, focusing on both their descriptions of collaboration and the outcomes they perceive in terms of resource sharing, coordination, and service delivery. So chapter 2 is a comprehensive review of the literature on homelessness and intergovernmental collaboration. It examines how public and nonprofit agencies work together to address the complex challenges of homelessness, especially within Los Angeles County. This chapter does draw on two key frameworks, network governance theory and social network analysis, to better understand how organizations interact, share resources, build trust, and coordinate their efforts. Network governance theory emphasizes the importance of collaboration and trust among multiple actors who must rely on each other to achieve a shared goal. Meanwhile, social network analysis offers a way to visualize and measure those relationships, showing how patterns of communication and cooperation influence outcomes. The reviewed studies highlight that strong, well-coordinated networks can significantly improve service delivery and resource allocation for unhoused populations. However, barriers such as unclear roles, limited communication, and fragmented systems can weaken collaboration and reduce its overall impact. Um, Understanding these dynamics sets the foundation for exploring how caseworkers themselves experience intergovernmental collaboration in practice. So chapter 3 of my dissertation outlines the qualitative methodology used in this study. The participants include caseworkers from Los Angeles County Development Authority and Union Station Homeless Services. These individuals will be selected based on their direct involvement in service coordination and intergovernmental collaboration. Data will then be collected through a semi-structured interviews, giving participants the opportunity to share their lived experience in detail and in their own words. This flexible interview format will allow for a deeper insight into how collaboration takes place, how resources are shared, and how services are delivered across agencies. The data will then be analyzed using a thematic analysis to identify the key patterns and recurring themes that reveal how caseworkers perceive collaboration and its own impact. Throughout the research process, strong ethical standards will be maintained, including informed consent, participant confidentiality, and respect for privacy and experiences of individuals involved. Chapter 3 continued. The methodology of the study is closely aligned with the research questions. The first research question focuses on how caseworkers describe their experiences of intergovernmental collaboration. capturing the perspective on what collaboration looks and feels like in practice, whereas the second research question explores the outcomes of these collaborative interactions, particularly in terms of resource sharing, coordination, and service delivery. By using a qualitative approach, the study emphasizes depth of understanding rather than numerical measurements. This will allow the voices of the lived experiences of caseworkers to remain central to the study, providing meaningful insight on how collaboration functions on the front lines of homelessness services. This study does hold significance both theoretically and practically. On a theoretical level, it extends network governance theory by applying it to real-world contexts, specifically the collaboration between public and nonprofit agencies addressing homelessness in Los Angeles County. This connection between theory and practice helps deepen our understanding of how interorganizational relationships operate in complex social service systems. And from a practical perspective, the study does offer valuable insight that can guide agencies in improving collaboration, enhancing communication, strengthening the sharing of resources. And finally, the findings will provide important policy implications for refining service delivery and creating a more coordinated response to the needs of people experiencing homelessness. So, in summary, the study sheds light on how intergovernmental collaboration shapes the work of caseworkers serving people experiencing homelessness in Los Angeles County. By combining theory, lived experience, and practical insight, it emphasizes the importance of communication, trust, and coordinated efforts across agencies. Ultimately, the goal is to strengthen collaborative practices that lead to more effective resource sharing and improved service delivery for one of our most vulnerable populations. Through understanding the voices of those on the front lines, this research will aim to inform policy and enhance partnership among agencies and contribute to lasting positive changes in the fight against homelessness. Here is my reference slide. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation.